Hello, welcome to this channel. If you're one of those people that usually has burning questions about life, career in general, and sometimes those answers can be found on Google, we come here and we exchange, we think, share through those questions and find the answers. So today, my name is Gillian and welcome to this channel. If you want to know, join the group that wants to find questions together, please subscribe so that and also type questions that you might have that you know that we might find answers to, and we upload the answers that we might find. All right, so let's get to it. What's today's burning question? Today's burning question is about the Mandela Washington Fellowship. Okay. If you've heard of, I don't know if you've heard of it. If you're African, South American, Asian, there is something similar that has to do with the US government investing in the 1% leaders in your country that every year have an opportunity to apply to go to the US and improve their leadership capacity. So this is me in the yellow square right here. Okay, so my name is Gillian, and I am a fresh alumnus from the Mandela Washington Fellowship. There's one thing I learned from them is serve, serve, serve. Like give back as much as you can. So before I lose all the gas from all the stuff that I really learned from the program, I wanted to come and help the people now that the applications are open. Want to come and help people that are planning or are inspired or plan one day to really apply for this fellowship and figure out how can I do it better. I was lucky. I was among those people that applied the first time and got in, but many people actually apply for more than 3 times and they're still rejected. So this is going to be helpful. If you're interested, please keep watching. We're going to have 3 sessions, and I'm going to share the first session, who is eligible. Okay, so we're going to figure out who is eligible for this program. All right, so before the application, for you to know that you're really eligible for this, you have to have had some aspiration or inspiration to be a leader for a start. If there's a burning thing in you that I really, or it just comes naturally, automatically, you usually find yourself in leadership positions, this might be for you. Okay, and for some reason, for example, when I was in high school, I kind of read about it and I was like, okay, one of those days I think I'll really apply. And it took me like a while to get there, but I started following the yearly African Leaders Initiative. If you haven't, go to their website and like keep following. They also have free resources that you can use to improve your leadership before even the application. I used to do those short courses and also follow the people that changed the lives of many in my country and continent. So look, in your circles, at least there should be some people that know or have applied about it. That already gives you a clear idea of what to expect. And yeah, so that's pretty much the first step of you figuring out, okay, is this thing for me? If by any, like, of all the things I've mentioned so far, you can relate, then you're really, this is really for you. All right, so usually the program is for young leaders across the world that have really done exceptional contributions towards their communities. Okay, so if you need to be very honest with yourself and deep down in your heart really be a leader, like I said, because this is about the Young Leaders Initiative. And so you would have to figure out, first ask yourself, what am I doing well that is improving people's lives? This can be in any industry that is solving a big, big, big problem. Okay, it can be an NGO, community-based industry, it can be a private business that you're working in. It can be in a leadership role in the government, but it has to really be helping people in your community. And for example, these are some of the goals that I generally are in line with something you might be doing. If you're a business person, you could be, your goal is to end poverty. How are you doing that? If you are in a business, I don't know, if you're in an NGO and your goal is to end hunger, how are you doing it? For example, if a person in a restaurant is in a business, do you have an arm that actually gives back to the community to help reduce hunger? Do you use recyclable? Do you use your leftovers instead of throwing them and giving them? Like, find ways. How are you, if you're a business person, how are you doing it to serve your community? And let's say if you're an NGO, vis-a-vis, are you collecting sustainable, are you coming up with sustainable ways to actually end the hunger so that people don't depend on handouts? If you're in agriculture, that's part of hunger. So all the businesses you might be doing might somehow be they can somehow lie under each of these sectors. Okay, so figure out, what is your business really solving? What problem, painful problem in the community is it solving? And where does it lie in any of these goals? Okay, so once you're done with that, go a little bit deeper. Okay, and now think, in what ways are you as a person a servant at heart? Like, there's that general part, but there's also this individual part of you. Like, even in your business, why did you really start your business? And how is your personality or your leadership style bringing this uniqueness? We can all be in business, but we are all unique. How is the uniqueness helping the people reach their goal or achieve their goal? Okay, for example, in my business, I'm in education, but I have, instead of solving the problem by being in the classroom as a full-time teacher, I actually support teachers, I support education institutions to improve learning. So that's how am I unique in that way? Like I said, I'm inquisitive, and God has gifted me with the ability to break big problems into small chunks, so as to help people improve the way they deliver learning. So for us, that's our uniqueness. So we brought it in form of resources. Now think about your problem, how the problem that you're solving and how your business is uniquely solving it. Okay. And especially if it's helping the low income or vulnerable people in your community. And also think about, how is it bridging the gap between the private and the government sector? Like, for example, in my circumstance, much as we're in education, it's a private organization. Before Mandela, we work hand in hand with government. We volunteer with the government to contribute towards policy and curriculum development. So for you, how is your business doing that? How are you influential in that area? And note these things down, because they're going to help you later when you start the real application. And on another thing is, how is your business, or how are you supporting your government to achieve its goals, and how are you supporting the US government to also achieve its goals um, in what you do? Like, for example, if you figure out in education, both our government and US government are trying to improve capacity, or are trying to all solve those goals. So the mere fact that your business or your organization, whatever you're doing, is in line with this, that might be able to specifically answer that second question. So this is your homework for now. Reflect and take notes. Take like bits of notes. We're going to use them in the next one. So in the next video, we're going to figure out who is technically eligible, like what exactly do you really need? Okay, this is a general before you even apply, but you need to also know there is a criteria that you have to have that has been laid out. So in the next video, that's what we are going to be sharing. Okay, all right, so see you in the next video.